Hey, my friends, Positive Vibes here. How is everyone doing? Positive Vibes. I wear the mask. Main concept, don't judge a book by its cover. Main goal, spreading the positivity any way possible. I want to welcome you to Positive Vibes Influence Podcast, PIP 122. Yes, it's episode 122, my friends. Before I continue, I want to say thank you. Thank you for all the love and support for Positive Vibes. Thank you for all the love and support for one another. And thank you for all the love and support for yourself. Keep your head up. Keep moving forward. Keep doing your thing. Keep being you. We're all in this together, my friends. Today is Tuesday, April the 14th, 2020, and it is 10:19 p.m. Eastern Time here in Toronto, Ontario, Markham to be exact. I hope your yesterday went well to start off the week for Monday. I hope your today went even better, and here's to having many, many, many blessed days ahead. It was a good day so far. Just relaxed. Took some time, rested, ate some good food, spent some time with family, and did some cleaning, right, for the basement. So we have some storage in the basement where we keep some stuff. But one thing that I'll put out there that recently I haven't been working because I've been staying at home due to my health, to take care of not going into work. But it looks like we'll be starting to work from home. And I am looking forward to that, right? I haven't done that before with the customer service job that I've done. Not at the same company, but overall, I've done this same industry, I guess, the financial industry, for the last, I think it's around 12 plus years now, right, that I've been doing it. So something that you will see on the Daily Positive Vibes vlogs, which I will be posting for this week. I'm playing around with it, right? So at the end of this week, you will see it posted most likely on Sunday or the Monday. Yesterday was hashtag PV Social Media Mondays. Today is hashtag PV Connects Tuesdays. You heard the intro that I've used in the past. It's more of a fast forward because it's a bit longer. So you will become what you think about. And Positive Vibes is all about mindset. That's something I've learned over time, not only during Positive Vibes, but everything I've been through, to realize that, in my opinion, that it all starts with the mind, right? It all starts with our thoughts. And then everything else follows thereafter. So last week we talked about trial and error. This week we're talking about work, right? And yesterday I tied in the concept of work, working hard, putting in effort into the concept of social media, right? Now what we're going to talk about today is connections, right? And connecting with one another. Not only through social media, connecting could be in so many different ways. With your spouse, with your loved ones, with your parents, uncles, aunts, cousins, neighbors, the community, depending on where you work, of course, right? The connections, the friendships that you have through school, through college, friendships that you have built. There's so many different directions that connections go. And of course, through social media, right? The social media fam, as I like to call them. All the friendships that you build through social media with people that you probably haven't even met yet, right? Connections, my friends, it's all about connections. When, to tie that into the concept of work, right? And, one thing I talked about yesterday was that sometimes work, when you hear about work, one thing that I know for me that comes to mind is a job, right? Or maybe going to school, you're thinking about homework, assignments, tests, things of that nature. It sometimes has a bit of a negative tone, and it could go both ways, right? It could have a positive tone, it could have a negative tone. Work, maybe you love your job, you love going to school. You have that type of mindset, right? That you want to work, you want to better yourself. You're an entrepreneur, you have your own business. You're looking forward to working, towards maybe a goal, right? Maybe helping others, helping yourself, whatever the direction is, of course. But when we look at connecting with whatever I talked about, right? All the different type of connections, whether we realize it or not, you know, you're putting in work, you're putting in an effort. And that's the whole concept of working hard, right? That you're doing what you feel at that moment in your life. When you're at school growing up as a child, right? Of course, you're not thinking about it at that time, right? But when you meet that new friend, right? Let's just say, a random age, 7, 8 years old, you meet that first friend, that one that's sitting beside you. And you just start talking, right? You're enjoying time, you're having fun, you're playing, you're on recess, whatever it is, right? Um, and there's ups and downs, even at that age, right? Sometimes you gotta get in an argument, you fight, but then the next day everything's okay. You go to each other's birthday parties, there's so many different directions that you could go when you're building up friendships, is the example that I'm giving, right? What we don't realize at that time is that our mind is constantly working, consciously and unconsciously. So when you made that new friendship, your mind is working constantly. That's why you have those, even at that age, it's at a young age, you have those ups and downs, because your perspective at that age and for the rest of our lives, our perspectives and our opinions, our views, our thoughts, experiences, everything that is happening around us is affecting our connections with people. So that friendship that started simply as someone beside you, right? That you built that friend, I want to be this guy's friend, they're going to be my best friend, and you have a lot in common, maybe think differences, whatever it is, right? But there's those ups and downs, right? Those situations that are frustrating. And then there's the complete opposite, right? That you're completely loving life and you enjoy the time with that friend. And that continues throughout life with all the connections, all the relationships that we build. It starts off with who, right? Every situation around the world is different, but generally, you have your parents, single parents, both parents, every situation is different, right? So the connection that you build just from being born and how you're raised, your surroundings, part of the countries you are, siblings, no siblings, culture, religion, there's so many different directions again that we could go that help us build our perception, our mindset, right? And our connections moving forward, right? If, that's why sometimes you have a great connection with your parents and sometimes there isn't a great connection, siblings, friends, and everything, right? As you get older, because what's happening as we're getting older? Change is happening. We're constantly changing, my friends, whether we realize it or not. There's nothing wrong with us saying, that, oh, I'm still the same, because you feel like you don't want to come across that you're being fake. Because sometimes you look at someone that has a different view one day, a different view another day, looking a different way another day, said something last year, something different this year. We feel like, oh, they're not real. I don't believe that personally. I just believe that everybody's on their own journey. Everybody's moving forward in their own way. Like I always say, my friends, keep being you, keep doing your thing, right? Because you have to be yourself. Me personally, I want you to be yourself. That's what I learned about myself and about life and about people, right? The connections I've built everywhere, right? All aspects, not to repeat anything over and over again, but all aspects. What I've learned for myself is that I want those people to be themselves, because maybe there's something else that I could learn from them, that I could relate to myself. Maybe there's a bond that could be built there, whatever it is, right? With my relationship with my parents, my siblings, my wife, right? People that I've been around the most in my life, um, and friends that I've been around for quite a while as well. A group of friends, I would say during college, is the main friends that I'm still around. But even the friendships I have, people I've known from elementary school and high school, maybe I don't share with those friends. Some people do, right? So they still have long friendships with those individuals, but I see them still on social media, right? The connection might be a little bit different now, but how does it change over time, right? What I realize is that I love change. And one way to help me embrace and, embrace the changes in my life is to continue to connect, continue to engage, continue to grow, right? Understanding that if I'm changing, other people are changing, and not to judge people, right? So right now, I know maybe my thoughts, sometimes I feel it, right? That maybe I'm going in different directions, but I hope the concept is coming out there. That's always my goal, right? To get the words out there. I know that I'm going to get better and better at it and relaying my information to everybody, based on what's in my head, right? But I just want to get my thoughts, like something I've done in the past. I continue to do is thoughts with positive vibes, right? It's just what comes to my mind to put it out there. And that's what this whole podcasting, recording, the whole positive vibes journey that I've been on has helped me to do, is helped me figure out who I am. And one thing that's helped me figure it out is, writing things, posting things, making videos, talking, the audio recordings, listening, like all of this has helped me, right? Grow as a person. It's helped me understand who I am. you know I think there's benefits, my friends, of writing things down, of saying things, of listening, all of that. It helps us grow. That's how we've learned throughout our whole life, right? When If we could remember, maybe not everything, but if we could remember when we were younger, whether it was a home or outside of our homes, like school or whatever it is, that's how we learn, right? We are attracted to certain people in different ways. Why? Like there's certain people that, hey, I want to be their friend. There's other people that you don't want to be their friends. But, you have different groups of friends when you grow up, right? Um, Maybe growing up in the same household. Sometimes you're close to that sibling and you guys moving forward like day by day together. And sometimes you guys have your separate group of friends because, again, the connections you build, the perspectives that you have is different, and that's okay, right? And it continues throughout life. The friendships I built, it's not exactly the same as it was when we started, because guess what? We weren't married, you know. We didn't have certain type of responsibilities, possibly, right? Um, there was maybe a little more free time than we have now, because of course now maybe again there's different type of maybe financial responsibilities, family responsibilities, right? Kids and so on, and we could go in so many directions, right? I always say, my friends, just continue to connect and engage the way that you see fit for yourself. But what I would add is try your best to be open to other people's continuously opinions, thoughts, views. Because how many times does it happen that you disagree with your loved ones around you, whoever they are, right? And everything that we talked about. But still, you're still connected with them today, right? Sometimes not, because maybe there is a big difference, and it could be both ways. Maybe it's something that we need to look at ourselves, that, hey, why am I maybe expecting too much from someone else, right? That's what I've learned. No expectations. That's the type of mindset that I've understood. And because, again, I could just be me, and I don't want to expect anything from anybody, because I'm not here to point fingers. The only person I'm going to point finger at is me. That's it. No matter what has happened in my life, no matter what will happen in my life, I'm going to point my finger at me. Everything is on me. That's how I see it personally. Everybody's view on that could be different, though. But again, and it could be other people, right? Just based on their perspective of view, maybe connections have drifted. And sometimes what happens, things that have drifted, they come again together. Because again, we're continuing to evolve, we're continuing to grow, change, adapt, all of that, right? Just like kids, my friends, we see that, we notice it because we're focusing on it consciously at that time, right? At a young age, that, hey, look at this baby. Like, what do we say? Time flies, but time is going at the same speed. But yes, there's so much happening with other stuff. But I feel when we sort of slow down a bit and consciously pay attention as much as possible to everything that is happening around us, with the one that we're raising, with our family, friends, with our surroundings, where we're living, where we're traveling, all of that, right? Nature, everything. When we really do it, I feel like we might not say it as much, like with that, the way that it comes out, that, oh, time is flew. No, you're going to be like, no, I've enjoyed my time. You're going to notice, embrace that time went, it was a good 1 year. Like, we won't say, oh, it's New Year's already. Like, I've done it before, But I realized that when I embrace the now more and more, and sometimes I don't, sometimes I am overthinking, or, I get caught up and I'm not paying attention to what I'm saying, but it's something I'm working on continuously, because I realize when I focus on the now, when I'm paying attention, even if I'm up for only, for whatever reason, like 8 hours of the day, and then I'm going to sleep again, right? I still feel like, that 8 hours I got stuff done because I'm paying attention to exactly what I'm doing, right? It makes, in my opinion, it makes a difference. So, continue to connect. Let's continue to connect. I'm all about connecting, engaging. I'm always here. If you want to reach out, comments about what I'm doing, feedback, maybe something you want to discuss, something you want to do privately, openly, that we share, whatever it is, my friend, something you want to connect with me, reconnect. I'm always looking to do that, right? And I'm looking to reach out, which I have been saying for a bit, and I haven't reached out to as many people as I like, but I have. But it's okay, right? I'm just doing it at my own pace. I understand what I have to do on my day-to-day basis. Just one step at a time, my friends. So this was Positive Vibes Influence Podcast, PIP 122. Yes, episode 122, my friends. Once again, thank you for all the love and support, for Positive Vibes, for one another, and for yourself. Keep going, keep doing your thing, keep being you, my friends. Like my friend Peter would say, focus on the honey in life. And always, always remember that, like my phrase says, keep your head up and keep moving forward. Because I really feel that that's the way that I choose to live, right? That no matter what I go through, the ups and downs, time is moving forward. And I decided that I just need to really pay attention and try my best to move along with it. The hashtags I like to use, my friends, is hashtag trust, hashtag positive vibes, and hashtag world peace. Today was hashtag PV Connects. Once again, my friends, just enjoy your night, enjoy your day, enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll talk to you next time. Tomorrow, tune in to hashtag PV Influence Wednesdays. Take care, my friends.